Our universe is made up of myriad of patterns, each seemingly concealing a mystery about life and the entire creation. With a stroke of lines, gradients of colors, lights and shadows, we create something. Something that is beyond what we can imagine. Something that is full of meaning and mystery. And all of these things underlie mathematics that is full of concepts within, where it is not all about numbers and equations. Rather, it is more about reasoning, making logical inferences and generalizations, and seeing relationships in both the visible and invisible patterns in the natural world. These actual patterns lie beneath our very own arts and culture, making their way in relationship with various mathematical concepts to be dominantly moving with its entirety. The Philippines is rich in arts and culture, which may be found in museums, goods, mountains, indigenous people, and many other places. Its art and culture are diverse and fast-paced, and they are also influenced by mathematical concepts. The ABAKADA alphabet is significant because it helped develop Filipino culture. It is the alphabet representing the sounds in the Tagalog language. Now how about let's learn and explore the Philippines' art and culture with its mathematical concepts by our very own ABAKADA alphabet. ABAKADA accessories for admiration. Philippine arts and culture are full of distinct patterns that differ in every region. It upholds the rich culture of Filipinos together with its unique characters designed in every accessories, most significantly with the indigenous ones. One thing that can be seen that is distinguishable in all of these accessories are the patterns made out of symmetry and reflections. ABAKADA accessories are also distinct with its reading patterns in order to create a compact piece of artwork, varying from different lines and colors. As the art of patterns is very evident in the Philippine arts and culture, the relationships that these patterns exhibit at varying levels of abstractions propel the advancement of mathematics. With this, mathematics could be greatly found most interestingly with the ABAKADA accessories. Bamboos bumping, barefoot bounding. Tinikling is considered as a well-known traditional Philippine folk dance. It is a pre-Spanish dance that involves two people beating, tapping and sliding bamboo poles on the ground and against each other in coordination with one or more dancers who step over and in between the poles in a dance. Mathematical concepts are also evident in movements as it adheres with the patterns of change, just like with tinikling. The bamboo also projects a mathematical concept of rhythm, symmetry, and pattern as it is used as a percussive instrument that is banged against the ground and each other, making a pattern that the dancers will follow. Tinikling has the beat of 1, 2, 3, as the bamboo is being tapped on the floor for 2 times, then tapped together on count of 3. It seems like even with movement, mathematics is prevalent. Kinetic combat, sliding, striking. Our national martial arts incorporate mathematical concepts of angles and executing moves. The common angles used in martial arts liberally are the 90-degree angle and the 45-degree angle. These angles can be seen visually on the geometric shapes of triangles and squares. Related to footwork, the term triangular footwork is often used, similar to the mathematical concept of golden triangle. This means moving in a 45-degree direction that could move you out of the way of an attack and at the same time opening a line of entry for you to attack your opponent from the other points of the triangle. Truly, the culture of the Philippines, even with martial arts, recognizes the nature of mathematics. Detailed tagmay woven with a mud dye. Textured and detailed tagmay is a hand-woven design using a special kind of backstrap loom made from ABAKADA fibers and following intricate designs revolving around man and nature, especially the crocodile. These patterns use the mathematical concept of fractals on which a random pattern with each part having the same characteristic as the whole. They use a mud dyeing technique to obtain black color. The technique is based on the reaction between the tannis applied on the yarn before treatment and the iron found on the mud. Dagmay designs usually tell the story about the weaver and her community as well as the spirits that live on earth. The dagmay is usually used for women's skirts but is also used as blankets or wraps for the dead.
Eating everywhere, even on the street. Mat is everywhere, just like the food we eat at home and popular street foods in the Philippines. One of the most popular Filipino street foods is the isaw. It is pork or chicken intestines that are typically barbecued or deep-fried. Sorbetes or dirty ice cream is a famous Pinoy treat that was introduced during the American occupation. This sweet treat is peddled in the streets by the sorbetero who scoops the ice cream into cones or bread buns from colorful wooden pushcarts. Math is applied through determining proportions and ratios. Excessive or insufficient amounts of a component in a recipe produce unfavorable results. Recipes often include amounts in fractions, such as 1/2 cup or 1/4 tablespoon. Understanding and dealing with them is essential.
Galleries, graffiti, and gals for the gram. These are made by combining art and mathematics, geometry or patterns such as form, symmetry, proportion, and measurement are frequently utilized by artists in their works. Math can be creative while art can be analytical, and both may spark our creativity. Street art has lately grown popular in areas such as Manila, Cavite, and Cebu in the Philippines. The street provide people of a community a voice, allowing them to express themselves creatively or to make socio-political comments. It incorporates a variety of techniques from the arts and mathematics. Handweaving heritage with hometown hands. Philippine has a rich cultural legacy. Textile or fabric is an important aspect of the indigenous community, whether it is used for utilitarian needs, to express oneself, to represent one's position, or as a part of social tradition. Each weaving pattern for each community presents a listing of algebraic and geometric structure, making each item intriguing to learn mathematics. Weavers show the concept of weaving from the edge to the center, as well as the symmetry of the fabric creation and the repetitive design. When woven fabric is finished, it is certainly a work of art and mathematics. Island fortress and illuminated lands. The Philippines' beautiful islands, waters, and structure have made the country a fantastic view. The light that amazes the people's eyes is arranged so that there is a sequence behind it when you analyze it. The shape of the tunnels and buildings that we look into is based on the golden ratio in mathematics. Lakeside living with locals and lilies. Lakeside is a form of mathematics wherein patterns can be seen with the island or soil surrounding the body of water. When the lily blooms, we can see the golden ratio arranged in its petal that gives beauty to the flower. Mountain rides made with the Ifugao marking. The markings are made in the mountain rides of Ifugao, which is made out of hand-carved woods, and it has patterns in it wherein we can find different shapes which represents their tribe. Designs can be seen in the interval sequence in the wood, on the sculptures, and in the said rides. Nocturnal nightlife and new navigating are found in the cities. When the sun sets and the moon rises, even millennial goes out to have fun and observe the beauty at night. The texture of the light balances by using mathematics and frames used to build up those different patterns that give joy at night.
Ngumiti na ngumiti means keep on smiling.
We people keep on smiling, which is a sign that we are happy, and smiling is a part of mathematics wherein we can find the shapes in our faces as we smile, and a smile can describe the different ratios.
Oratories, officers, old world magic. Oratories have an amazing design connected to mathematics, and it gives a magnificent architectural style that can be used as an exhibit or show as a display to the viewers and also those divine worshippers. In addition, our historic man-made wonders in the Philippines have unique geological patterns, tessellations, and also the Fibonacci sequence. Polos and prints from pineapple fabric. We can also use fruits to use it on other materials like fabrics and other kinds of things. This culture of making fabric in the Philippines has some mathematical concepts that can apply with just seeing how it's made from its unique design. Rondolas, reels, drifting on rocks. Music is also the most loving culture in the Philippines and also has the most talents that can sing and produce music beautifully. In addition, the Spanish word ronda means to serenade. Mathematically speaking, the rhythms connect also in math because mathematics has a role in rhythms to count the audible beats and silent pulses in cyclic rhythm. Sunset street dancing and Sampaguita crafts. Beautiful view in the Philippines that gives chill and relaxing vibes. While street dancing has colorful costumes and has a historical background and meaning to the dances, and also crafting a sampaguita that has a nice and fragrant aroma. These Philippine cultures are connected to any mathematical concept and theories, from sunset to street dancing and also being a craftsman.
Tribal tattoos in traditional ways. Tattoos are a prominent feature among some tribes in the Philippines. Some designs that are used are inspired by nature, and that includes trees, snakes, and even the outline of centipedes. They also incorporate mathematical concepts such as adding geometric patterns in the design, such as circles, squares, and triangles. Ultimate underground untouched caves. Some of the caves in the Philippines are untouched by the forces of modernization. One of the oldest known works of art in the Philippines is the Angono petroglyphs, which is a combination of art and mathematics. It has found that the drawings engraved in the cave include geometric motifs. The older phase 1 is composed of around 51 geometric shapes, including 11 disembodied vulva forms that are depicted as bisected triangles or ovals, small holes, and at least one human figure with bent elbows and knees. Wild, wide, warm, welcomes rain. For you, and yes, you too. From the different areas of the Philippine art and culture, a whole new perspective was seen. The concepts of mathematics that are prevalent and never-ending. Ever since, we are taught to perceive things, especially arts and culture, in an imaginative yet realistic way, and we never know that we are actually viewing it with logic and reasoning, of which includes mathematics. That is how our curiosity tends to seek answers and explanations of different phenomena. What we might be missing out sometimes is the mathematical concepts lying deeply within it that holds the answer that we are looking for. Before the last time, we will declare it once again. Mathematics is not all about numbers and equations, but of reasoning, finding answers, logical inferences, generalizations, and patterns with all perfect or broken symmetry. Take a look at arts and culture, both viewed far from the boundaries of mathematics, yet we are able to seek the underlying mathematical explanations of its nature and patterns. Truly, it is enough to say that mathematics has its own way, the poetry of logical ideas, the hidden patterns of art and culture, and the wonders for it to answer.